One last question. Did you send the skulls? What is your opinion on the skulls, and did you send them?
I didn't send the skulls. I don't know. I thought the skulls thing was kind of humorous to hear that, especially when I heard that they were like from skulls.com or some shit like that. That made it funny.
Just a death threat to a father, a family.
Yeah. Was it a death threat?
Ian lost his virginity to Anisa, and he had never had a girlfriend or been with a woman before that. This is what he told me shortly before he started dating her.
I think Ian Joma is chopped. Good evening, everyone. Our favorite little spineless rat is back into the drama chopping blog, where he had a really bad clip going around online. And as you saw in the intro, that led to Ethan spilling some tea about him. Now, for anyone who thinks I like to glaze even Klein too much, I actually think this is the weakest point against Ian. Like, his response to Ian mocking him for the skulls is even being like, yeah, well, you've been locked up with Anisa and she took your virginity. And when I read that, I was like, yeah, really? Is that your strongest point against them? Initially in this video, I liked it, but afterwards, I was like, yeah, it was a little petty goblin moment. That's it. But with that aside, let's catch up with this delicious, tasty slop.
Okay, so I've been gone for about 2 to 3 days. I mean, what could possibly happen in the span of 48 hours? I probably don't even have anything to talk about,
God.
right?
I did that tongue face, and the fucking news he pulls up.
All of us need to call it out. I'm thinking about the New York Times doing a gauzy profile a few weeks ago of this gamer, Hassan Piker, who regularly employs awful genocidal rhetoric against Jewish people in the Jewish state. Like, extremists should not be empowered.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I wanted to make a video about that so bad. Unfortunately, right, there weren't any lighthearted videos about it, and there is no fucking way I'm gonna make a video being like, it's so funny about, you know, 2 MC staff being fucking shot and killed. I wish I could cover that, but like, there's just no way for me.
I was not expecting.
Because, you know, it's way too fucking serious.
That, but I'm sure that's.
And nobody else touched it, so fair enough.
Right? I don't think it could possibly get worse.
People understand this about Ian's story is that he was a virgin. He had never even kissed a girl. And then he met Anisa, who took his virginity and everything else.
So I guess we do have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Everything else, oh my god. Also, I'll say right now real quick, I want to see like what started this, you know, for Ethan to leak his virginity story of how he fucked and only fucked Anisa since they met back when they were younger. Or how old were they? 20, I believe, around then.
And it's just scratching.
Because from my understanding, right, it seems like everything that Ethan is leaking, it doesn't seem that bad. Like, it seems very petty. I mean, if he wants to be petty, fair enough. But like, it's the most minor point to bring him against Ian.
The surface of everything.
Oh, you know, it's probably this, you know, how he joked about the fucking skulls
that I've missed over the last 2 to 3 days, and even stuff from literally an hour ago. I am on top of things. So if you appreciate it, drop a like, subscribe, and let's just get right into it because there's a lot to cover. No, that video of Ethan talking about Idubbbz and how he lost his virginity at 29 and gained empathy at 32. No, that is not AI. As a matter of fact, that is something that just happened. You know what? It kind of adds up. It kind of makes sense why he is the way he is. It's his first time getting some. You know, he's a little late to the party, but you know, we don't judge here on the channel.
Wait, sorry, how old was he when he lost his V card?
Getting it kind of at 32. No, that is not AI. Idubbbz and how he lost his virginity at 29 and gained empathy.
Oh, he's 29. Well, I mean, I'm like 40, right? And, you know, I'm still keeping it. Well, for different reasons, you know, for God. But like, if he's 29, a bit old, yeah.
32. No, that is not AI.
Wait, was he really 29 when he... Oh my god.
That is something that just happened. You know what? It kind of adds up. It kind of makes sense why he is the way he is. It's his first time getting some. You know, he's a little late to the party, but you know, we don't judge here on the channel. You could be 80 and lose your virginity, and I will still love and support you. Idubbbz,
yeah, if there's one fucking guy that could not complain, that could not, you know, mock you for losing your V card that old, it's a fucking commentary channel. Like me, so I'm not gonna say anything.
That makes sense. This pussy's making me act up, dude. But Idubbbz did respond to this. He wants that incel audience so bad. Ian lost his virginity to
Oh yeah, that's Idubbbz real quick. Let me show it. There he is.
He has never had a girlfriend or...
Also, he's so fucking pathetic, right? He's had that really dumb profile picture for so long where he looks like this. And he has lipstick. Oh, you're so good, boss, aren't you, Ian?
Been with the woman before that. This is what he told me shortly after he started dating her. So it is real then. And hey, I'm not here to point and laugh if anyone's a virgin. At the age of 28, now you understand. I unlocked big brain capacity.
Wait, so was he 29 or 28?
Now, why he's always defending his wife, even though his wife is literally fucking unhinged and insane. This might be his favorite word of all time now. Incel. It's just projection. Ian was unstatus when he lost his virginity. Once again, nothing wrong with that. Unless you're Ian, of course, and I'm gonna make fun of you. Like, imagine losing your virginity at 30 years old and then you gain empathy the next year. Your whole
It keeps going back and forth. 29, 28 to 30.
perspective in life changes.
Either way,
your life.
it's that like older 20s, you know, so late 20s age range.
Like, maybe a life is worth living. Some of you might be thinking, well, this is just out of pocket sense. Why are we talking about someone's sex life? But Ian did start this. Mr. Empathy thought it was hilarious that Ethan got sent skulls to his house. Now, Ian, if you think that's actually funny, whether the skulls are fake or they're not, or they're from fucking Temu, it doesn't matter. It's what it stands for and what it means and the message they're trying to send.
One last question.
That is so true, sensitive society, right? But I think it's even more pathetic for someone to be old friends with that person and like see their own kids and still laugh at that they got sent skulls to their own home address. You're a disgusting human being.
Question: did you send the skulls?
To my knowledge, right, I think Ian met Ethan's kids. He definitely did. And he even said himself, yeah, CPS should have been called, in my opinion. He's a fucking worm.
What is your opinion on the skulls, and did you send them?
I'm sorry, hold on. Zoom in. I fucking hate his goddamn silver tooth. Out of all the choices that he's had over his life, over his career, the silver tooth, like a pirate, is the worst one. Just saying, FYI.
I didn't send the skulls. I don't know. I thought the skulls thing was kind of humorous to hear that. Especially when I heard that they were like from skulls.com or some shit like that. That made it funny.
Yeah. Just a death threat to a father, a family.
Oh my god, bro, even that fucking idiot Noah Samson, even he was like, actually, it's not that funny. But he makes fucking Ian look like a dumbass. Okay, based.
Yeah, was it a death threat?
Yeah. No.
What a fucking idiot. Sending a skull is a death threat? You're so fucking dumb, dude.
Skulls.com with the serial number still attached and the packaging still on it.
To be honest, I didn't know anything about it because I think it was linked to as like was it a response to my content cop? Or was that before? I don't even remember.
Oh, bro, don't trust Ian with a fucking timeline. I think back in his content cop or his content deputy, he fucked up the timeline about CPS because Papa Girl called that out. So I don't trust this guy at all with fucking memories of anything.
Do you think he sent the skulls himself?
I don't. Let's put it this way. I don't endorse sending skulls to anyone's houses. Especially
what if they ordered? What if they?
God, I'm so. I was gonna say, I want to punch him if I saw him at a bar, but I can't say that. That's fucked up. But he looks so goddamn smug. Look at him. I don't condone that, but it's pretty humorous.
They ordered from skulls.com.
I am not a psychologist. I'm just a simple little YouTuber. This isn't very empathetic, Mr. Idubbbz. This is actually kind of mean. I don't give a fuck if it's human skulls or it's fucking plastic cheap skulls from fucking Temu. That's not the point.
Well, that's well. If Ian had like a really bad harassment, a couple of years ago, I would get this a tiny bit more. But no, the worst harassment he got was two things, right? Oh, he stopped saying the N-word, and his wife is a OnlyFans whore. Like that was the worst. Never in his life did he have the same shit as Ethan, having CPS called, having skulls sent to his house. Never at some point. But even then, his fucking empathy is lacking.
I mean, it's the message someone is trying to send. Don't know if Idubbbz suffered a massive concussion. I don't know if Dr. Mike hit him way too many times for him to be this retarded. Once again, this isn't very nice, Idubbbz. Your psychologist must be embarrassed, and it's like all those years of therapy, and you're still that same unhinged, crazy individual.
Bro, I love that. He will fucking... When he made that content cop, on Ethan being like, and he was crying at the end, sometimes, I worry about myself. I think Ethan, he feels the same. He'll cry about that to somebody else, but when it comes, to like something more serious, like skulls, he will sit there and laugh and give like no actual formal comment.
Support says, I don't trust any of these guys. I think I trust my local 7-Eleven crackhead more. Okay, I get it. He didn't gain empathy. He just became a retarded lefty. Okay. So just to clarify, if this was sent to Ian's house, it would be funny to him, correct? Especially considering the failure of Creator Clash. Who would ever fucking buy this. Just the fact.
Wait, no. I'm not sure if that was real. I can't remember if they sent a human, an adult skull or a child skull. Okay, if it was a child skull, that would be so much worse. I can't remember, so I'm not gonna say.
That any fucking insane.
Also, wait, how do you get a child skull? Oh, that's sad,
person
actually.
online could order a children's skull for $3K is concerning. Mention Sim Hyde. That's harassment. That is not humorous. Human skulls get sent. Nah, it's just a joke. You're overreacting. Yeah, that's literally Idubbbz. Now, I'm not gonna say that someone should send him skulls. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm definitely not winking at the okay, no, I'm kidding. Please don't do that on anyone's behalf. That's insane behavior. I'm just joking. And I was not even gonna say that I was joking, but I don't even want to be held accountable if anything happens. So I'm just joking. I am not supporting this. Or am I? Idubbbz might be a lot of things: annoying, corny, pathetic, a loser, a simp, a 35-year-old virgin, and a 32-year-old empathy learner. He might be all of those
Wait, so now he's not a 35-year-old virgin. Okay.
things, but I don't think.
Okay, I'm gonna say you like the first age, 29. He lost his V card at 29. That's it.
Internet stuff
He's going back and forth non-stop.
should go outside of the internet, like it happened to Ethan Klein and the skulls he got. Now, talking about Idubbbz, how could I not talk about Anisa Jamha, the most mentally stable person of all time? She's literally one of the most brain-dead individuals I have ever seen. This person loves to gaslight people, and they love to go after other people. But the second you go after them, now you're a stalker.
I want to wrap up that first point about Ian. I think, like him saying that was so fucking pathetic. And I guess, by proxy, like that gives even more reason, it gives Ethan more reason to be more petty, and share that story, whatever. I have no idea, how it seems that bad. Because again, I'm not like a fucking 12-year-old, like, oh my god, he lost his V card at 29. Yeah, I don't really care that much. So, if you're gonna be petty, fair enough. Okay, you know what? I take it back. I don't care at all. If someone's laughing at you getting skulls into your house, you can be petty all you want. Just saying.
Okay.
Like this fucking drama war has gotten so bad that I give even the go ahead card, the go ahead sorry to be petty, because I don't blame him at all. With people like Ian, laughing at him for getting skulls into his house.
Now you're creepy. Now you've got.
It's for a very short window, right? This drama between Ethan and Hassan was very formal. Good points were brought up, but that was back like a year and a half ago. That long ago.
Too far.
Now it's fucking petty.
Anisa tweeted this a few hours ago. She says, "Why are you so sexually invested in us? Do I phone 911? A priest? Who do I call to get him some help?" Now, this is classic gaslighting. Her, along with Frogan and Denims, these people love playing the victim, but they also love doing shit to other people. Then, of course, she continues the cringy tweeting. Why does Ethan Klein hate hot people? How old is Anisa Jamha? I gotta find this out. She's literally acting like a 7th grader. So Anisa is 31 years old, typing like a 7th grader.
Hold on, go back. That's so funny. Go back a second. Go back.
Is 30.
Oh my, bro, even on a fucking like official YouTube wiki, it says Canadian American. That's it. Oh, I'm actually half Lebanese, half Irish. And then like we had that Discord screenshot where she said herself like a year ago or longer than that she was 8% Lebanese, She brought up like her own small nationality as a point against Ethan and Hila. She's fucking pathetic.
Years old, typing like a 7th grader in middle school. She sounds like such a mean girl whenever she tweets. I'm getting the energy that she was either a mean girl in middle school or high school, or like a bully. And then a few hours later, she's like, went on a walk, drew a sidewalk, saw some cute things. Hope everyone has a great Friday. Love wins, guys. Love wins. Oh my god. In a way, Anisa and Idubbbz are perfect for each other because these people are so mentally fucked. Ian has requested lasagna for tonight's dinner, so lasagna I will make. Excited to make more pasta from scratch, TBH. It's actually super easy. I just know she wrote this.
I think these people are really scary because they will be like super venomous online, but when it comes to their own private life or the public stuff, they'll be like, guys, we're so wholesome. I love my husband. I love my wife. But deep down, they have some evil energy that even like the biggest trolls on Twitch or YouTube, whatever, could fucking envy. Could I even wish of having that kind of energy, of hating on people.
Of Ethan. Like, okay.
This couple, backstabbed their friend of 10 years. Not even like the worst people you could imagine, like actual trolls, could even like have the heart to do that.
How can I show people that I am not miserable or crazy, guys? I'm just a normal wife. Here's me spreading love. Here's me making lasagna for my husband that I love very, very much. I'm a totally normal person, okay?
Also,
can you guys see?
I don't be bad, right? But I promise you, within 10 years, within 5 years, one of them will divorce. It might be Anisa, it might be Ian, I have no idea. But like that marriage, that relationship does not seem strong at all, in my opinion.
I hope you guys are noticing, it reeks of desperation. If Anisa was my wife, I would be so miserable. I might consider going to Home Depot, getting some rope, grabbing a ladder, and just calling it a night because ain't no way. Before I go, I
There's a fucking police car. God, guys, I'm sorry if you can hear that. It's so fucking loud.
found this. This comes from Yeet. Shout out to him, the GOAT, when it comes to reporting stuff like this. All love to him. Ethan claims that he heard Creator Clash 3 has been postponed due to selling only 2,000 tickets. Ethan says this, Anisa, how's Creator Clash going? I heard it's been postponed because only 2,000 tickets were sold. Ian, you might have lost your reputation, success, money, friends, dignity, and a few brain cells, but you've cemented your new legacy as the worst fight promoter of all time. Ethan's eating.
Oh my, okay. I have no idea if that's true, if they postponed it and they only sold 2,000 tickets, but if it is true, holy shit. Like, I'm not shocked at all, but I'm a tiny bit surprised. Because I knew full well, since that content cop, that it would be a fucking mess. But like, now having like the news hit me right now, bro, it's incredible.
Over here, goddamn. He
Like, incredibly bad, I mean. Not like, wow, that's so great.
I have the Creator Clash 3 map, and it's literally the same. There is no difference between this and what, a month and a half ago when I made my video about this. It's like 30 something days away. It is not looking too good. It's worse than I remember.
No, go back for a second.
Like 30 something.
Bro, imagine, no, even more.
I have the Creator Clash 3 map.
Give me a second.
It's
Bro, imagine being like the fucking like the new, what do you call it? The new event runners, Do you know how like Ian and Anisa like retired from the event and now new people are being like the manager for it? Imagine being a new manager and you see like this fucking mess. Your fight is within 1 or 2 months and the fucking seats are completely vacant. Like nobody's coming at all. It's so fucking empty. You'd be so fucked, or you'd be like, oh my god, it's over.
It's literally
it's
the
so
same.
over.
There is no difference between this and what, a month and a half ago when I made my video about this. It's like 30 something days away. It is not looking too good. It's worse than I remember. Why did Ian think he was going to be able to sell 20,000 tickets the way his reputation is right now? The way he just pushed everyone away to get himself a new community. It did not work. So would I be shocked if it gets canceled or postponed? No. I think it's just a matter of time before we get the announcement. We're pushing it back. We're doing something, whatever excuse it might be. And you have no one to blame but Idubbbz and Anisa. Literally the worst boxing promoters of all fucking time.
Bro, if that fight happened still, and like, it was completely empty, I would like that more. I wish it won't happen because, with something this messy, I want it to end immediately. But if it does happen, I will watch it, or I'll pirate it and see, how fucking awful it is with nobody there. That would be so funny.
This guy right here who goes by LA Beast, he's been pretty critical of the event as well. And this is one of the guys that was going to main event with Harley, this guy right here. But anyways, that's all I'm going to talk about for today. I got a Hassan video to drop either today or tomorrow. So be ready. There's just so many things to cover. I am back from my little break. Anyways, with that said, subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.
My god, holy shit. So again, like, to go back to the main point I wanted to talk about, it's even leaking the virginity story. I think it's somewhat petty, but like, again, actually, no, I'll walk back on what I said before. I think if you want, if you really want to go after Ian, right, bring like some real big points. The random story about like how he lost his virginity to Anisa, it's not that big. Like, bro, he's a piece of shit, for like laughing at you for having skulls into your house. But like, you look more petty than him, or about on par, by bringing like the random story, which in my opinion, it's like not a big of a deal. If there was like a really embarrassing story where he looks like a piece of shit, that would be way worse. But in that story about him being 29 whatever and then fucking her whatever, that's more like that's more wormy. That's more like scummy. Not scummy, pathetic, sorry. But like not really, like a really like a hard-hitting point against them, whatever. But if he wants to go goblin mode against Ian, fair enough. That guy has like no humanity left at all. I mean, like, that guy like backstabbed his friend of 10 years and now he's rationalizing the CPS call and he's laughing at him for having like a clear death threat sent to him with fucking skulls. He's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I'll see how Ian and Anisa respond after in their own podcast. I think they have a new one on Patreon, but they haven't really addressed this, about Ethan. But when they do, I want to see that, I want to see like how fucking awkward it is between them, because they have like no comedic ability at all as podcasters. I'm being serious.